And first, I'd like to say welcome to all of you who are spending some of your Saturday with us. I'm excited to go over our new site, Cool Tags, today. That's what we're going to focus on. I'm Jane Mark, and I'm the president of So Cool Inc. And next to me is my partner, Phil. And anytime you want to, while I'm talking, while we're doing this demonstration, you can type a message into the chat box and Phil will answer it for you. So that way we don't interrupt a lot of what's going on, but you get your questions answered in real time. So don't be shy. Type your question to Phil in there, and he's happy to answer it for you. Okay, so before I have up on your screen, you should be seeing Cool Tags, which is going to be the center of our live demo today. However, before we get started, I have a couple of questions that I want to throw out to you just to get your mind kind of percolating on marketing and some things about marketing that we're going to talk about as we go through the webinar. So here's the first question. What I'm going to do is throw out a question. Don't be shy. There's no one right answer. I want you to type your answers in the chat box, and let's see what you guys come up with. So the name of this webinar, so you can start thinking in these terms, is How to Get Noticed Online. How to get noticed online. So here's my first question to you. What do you need to do to get noticed online? What do you need to do to get noticed online? Hey, Wayne, great to see you. Tom, I'm just saying hello to people who showed up. Great to see you here, guys. Okay, so I need you to type your answers into the chat box, and then we'll just throw out a few. There's no one right answer. What do you need to do to get noticed online? Okay, Phil, what do I got here? Okay, one answer, write relevant content. Good answer. Who said that? Melvin, nice answer. Okay, what else? Yeah. Larry, Lawrenceville says need brains. Oh, I wish I had thought of that answer. That's a great answer. I love it. All right, come on, more of you. Throw something out there. What do you need to get noticed online? Okay, Jack, who said that? Oh, Jack and Anita, okay, said you need to do login ads and email, and that's true, and it might get you noticed online. We're going to get to that in a minute, but that's more the mechanics. I'm looking for something, one more answer. Give it a try, guys. What do you need to get noticed online? Aside from brains. Oh, I have a shy group here. Okay, Phil says that somebody's saying Twitter ads, tactics. A lot of you are giving him good ideas, good tactics, but they may not get you noticed online. So you're missing something. That's good. Okay, who said that? Linda Huggins, right? Okay, Linda, absolutely right. Brand yourself. But even when you brand yourself, what? More than that, you need to do something. Here's the operative word, guys. You need to do something different. Now, you don't have to stand on your ear and do 100 somersaults. You need to do something different. I'm going to give you an example in just a minute. But I want to, let's follow up on this question. This question too, then I'm going to give you some examples. What can you do What can you do that is different from what everyone else is doing online or even offline if you run an offline business? What can you do? Linda was getting at it, but I want to go a little further. What can you do that is different from what everyone else is doing? Throw up some answers here. No right answer. Nobody's wrong. Nobody's right. Just it's your own thoughts on this. And it's important to start thinking about what can you do that is different from what everyone else is doing. And Linda started down the right road. You can brand yourself. Brand yourself how? What kinds of things could you think of off the top of your head that would brand yourself and make you stand out from the crowd and make you a little bit different than from what everybody else does? Any new answers?
Do something unique.
Do something unique, absolutely.
Yeah, the rest of it is techniques.
Okay, so I see that this is a very important point. So even before we get into cool tags, I want to give you a couple of examples of what I mean, because branding is absolutely on the right track. But what do you do to brand yourself so that you're different from everyone else online? And you all are. You all have your own story, your own personality. So it could be as simple as when you write your ad copy, you have a specific way to sign your name. Anybody know how I sign my name in every email that I send out? Anybody notice that? I have a partner who knows not Phil, another partner, Mike G. He knows exactly how I sign my name. And this is, by the way, some people try to imitate me. Oh, that's absolutely right. Who said that? Linda. Absolutely right. And Melvin. I sign every one of my emails, almost every one, not my personal emails to you guys, but my advertising emails. I sign them, go get them, Jane. And then I put my website, Jane Mark So Cooling. Okay, so that's very simple. That's just one way that people get to know you and recognize you. It's a branding tagline, as Phil points out. Now, let's go a little bit further. I want to type the URL Joe and Mabel in so everybody can have it. If you go to a website called joeandmabel.com, don't worry, this is not anything for sale. It's just funny. But I want you to take a look. It's Joe and Mabel, and it's spelled M-A-B-L-E. So it's Joe, J-O-E, and A-N-D, Mabel, M-A-B-L-E.com. Now, some of you may know this story, but Phil and Joe and Mabel is an online radio show. And every one of the big name marketers that you know online, like Mike Gillespie, like Sean Casey, like Willie Crawford, who else was it? Mike Filsaime. You tell me a big name online. They have all been on the Joe and Mabel show. Now, who runs the Joe and Mabel show? Phil and I. Who are Joe and Mabel? Phil and I. So why is this important? First of all, if you ever listen to any of the episodes on here with all of these very well-known, very wealthy gurus making absolute fools of themselves and having a great time, you will just die laughing. But here's why this is important. Phil and I started on the net in, 2000 or 2001. And we ran an advertising agency just like we do now. But, of course, it was very, very small, and we had a lot of competition. So one day we looked at ourselves and we said, what could we do? what we personally do that would make us a little bit different and get us noticed online. So we came up, Phil is a goofball anyway. Most Australians, Steve, are. I find that the Australians, the Aussies, really have a great sense of humor. So one day we came up with the idea that we would write a very silly set of ads, kind of mysterious, and they were all about Joe and Mabel, who were talking to each other in an email ad, and they were going to sell solo ads. And for some reason, everybody loved these ads that we wrote, and they started buying our solo ad, our services at that time. So that was very nice. So then we went to some big gurus and we said, we wrote a book, by the way, called The Joe and Mabel Story. Or what is it called? JoeandMabel.com. Anyway, it's an ebook. And, oh, yes, Joe, yes, Mabel, Are We Rich Yet? That's the name of the ebook. And you can buy it because it's pretty damn good. What it is a recap of these ads and why they worked. Because basically they were funny and they were characters that people could remember. So then we went a step further. We published this book and nobody bought it because we didn't know how to sell an ebook. We knew how to sell solo ads, but we sure didn't know how to sell an ebook. So a friend of ours, a big guy on the net in Australia, said, do a radio show. And Joe and Mabel was born, and we invited some of the biggest marketers on the net, and they thought it was a cool idea. They didn't know us from Adam. But oh, wait, Phil's going to fill in the blanks here.
Hey guys, how are you? The first person that we went after, and this was really, you got a picture of this. We've been online for about, was it 6 months? Yeah, and we decided that we had to get noticed, and we had to get noticed quickly. So basically what we did was we decided to go to the biggest name we knew on the internet, and that was a guy by the name of Mark Joyner at that particular time. He's still one of the big names, but he was very, very big at that. He was an innovator in many different areas. And we invited Mark to do this show with us and said that, okay, tell us something about yourself that no one else knows, and we'll write a script for it, and then we'll get you to record your part, we'll record our part, and we'll cut it back in. And put it all together and make a funny show out of it. Mark absolutely loved it. In fact, he loved the idea so much he actually wanted to fly out to where we were to record it with us. But we got around that. But that was one of the big names that we went after in order to get ourselves known. And we felt that if we get him, we could virtually get anybody else.
And that's really the key. Now, obviously, not everybody is suited to do a Joe and Mabel radio show, but you all have your own personalities. Maybe you're a very serious person and you want to talk to people, give them a lot of inspiration, or maybe you love joking around. Whatever it is, you need to stand out because everybody is promoting, or many people are promoting the same site, and you need to figure out your own personal way to stand out. So my last example, then we're going to go directly over to Cool Tags because it ties in. Every Sunday, and I know, Linda, that you miss my Sunday sermons. If you guys don't know, I had a hip operation. It's been a long recovery, and I stopped doing my Sunday sermons. But I'm really well known for every Sunday. And I'll get back into it soon. I'm getting a lot better. So I'm known for writing a Sunday sermon. Now, some of them are inspirational. Some of them are political and get people mad as hell if they don't like my politics. Some of them are just about my animals or my personal things, But I do them every Sunday, and I try to give them a lot of thought, and I have a good time with them. So that's another way you can brand yourself is come up with your own way of communicating with people, even if you're doing selling and developing sites or promoting someone else's site. So that brings me to Cool Tags. And this is our latest site, and it's not the easiest site to understand. So I'm going to try to make this site very simple for you. First of all, we've been talking about standing out. I want you to notice something. This is called a cloud. We call it a cool tag cloud. All it is a set of words in different colors that you guys have picked. And these very big words that are standing out here, and there are more of them, if I go refresh, you're going to see a different set of words. They overlap, but what we do is every time somebody comes to the site, there's a different set of words showing. And if you look, these very light, small words are free member ads. And then there are other size ads, that So Cool, Track Power, This is Better Golf, that also are on this, I call it a grid. And then there are these big words, real big, bang, cool, KT founder, squeeze tinter, tycoon, top marketer, free traffic, whatever, home business. Oh, I like that one. Let's see what that is. So you click on that. Oh, here's where I'm going to have a problem, Phil, because the websites aren't coming up when I click. If those of you in the beginning, I have some technical thing going on with my, let me try another website and just make sure if this is my computer. Oh no, this is somebody put up, somebody better go in. If you're on this webinar and you are advertising cashquest.com, you did not put in the right URL. So you got to go to edit tags. We'll get in there in a minute. But let me go back to the main site and get one that does go through. Okay, let's go here. Okay, so here's Paula Fry, one of our founder members, and when somebody clicks on her word, it goes right through to her website. But let's assume that people come to the site and they don't click on the word. Okay, so the word's getting displayed, but they're not clicking on that particular word. You know what? It doesn't matter, because what you want to do is when you promote Cool Tag, or even when you're promoting the site that underlies your word at Cool Tag, you want to say, I'm a founder member of Cool Tags. I stand out. Or I'm a tycoon, which is also a very big word that is like under a founder. I'm a tycoon member of Cool Tags. You can get noticed online. Something like that. So even if nobody clicks through on the front page, I'm going to show you where they do start clicking, and that's in the members area. But even if this is just getting displayed and you can see your stats in the members area, we'll get there in a minute. It doesn't matter. You can use this as a vehicle to do a lot of things. One is obviously to try to make a sale at Cool Tags, because you can earn a lot of money if you sell a big word or a founding membership, or even if you sell a smaller word. But more than that, you can build a list. See, for example, I would use a capture page and start to build a list. Let's say somebody has the word build a list. Let's see what they're promoting. Okay, Prospect Geyser. Adrian is promoting a list builder. So that's what I do. And she wants your name and email. So that's a great thing to promote. And anyway, if you are a founding member of Cool Tags, and I'll tell you why that's so important in a minute. But if you are, this is one way that you can get noticed online. And let me move you over so I could get to the login. Let's log in, because I'm going to go to one of my accounts that's a founder account. Okay. This is what the members area looks like in Cool Tags. And Steve, I don't know if you've taken care of this yet, but this is very, 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 very important. When you signed up as a founder, you get 3 very important things. One is this big word that I just showed you. The second is you get to use a very large mailer, which I'll get to in a minute, every single day, and you should be doing that. And the third is you get a Lightbox ad. So let's stay with the word first. When you buy a word, whether you're a founder or you're buying a smaller word, where you go to find your word, not your word, you're going to pick your word, is to edit tags. So let's say you only get one word, but this is my play around account, so I have a lot of words in here. But what you'll see if you haven't put a word in yet is this, undefined, activate. In your case, if you're a founder, it'll say founder. And what you need to do is actually click on this edit button and choose a word, a short word. It can only be 12 characters. So it depends on what is the most important thing for you to promote online. And then buy a word that kind of matches up with that. So let me think. I don't want to put a lot more words up on the board because that crowds out people. But so I'm going to do one that I can erase later, and it's going to be my dog Cuddles, right? Because that one I can erase. It's not really something for advertising. So Cuddles. The palm. Let's see if I can now too long. Cuddles pup. Doesn't matter. I mean, give it some thought. But okay, so word description is my best friend. And you'll notice on the front page, I have to spell this right, my best friend. Okay, Larry, you'll appreciate that I'm doing a thing for Cuddles. And then actually, then you put it, this is very simple. All you do is do a 12 character word, and no, I put in, let me do this again, Cuddles pup, because you're not allowed to use caps or any kind of spaces, so it'll give you an error if you leave it there, and then you can change it. My best friend, that you can use caps in, and then Cuddles actually does have a URL, so let's put it in. It's at SoCool, socool.com/posted. Posted/Cuddles. Okay, so now I'm going to pick a word color for Cuddles. I think I would usually do red, but he's a guy, so I guess I'll do that. Blue. And I want to make this campaign active, so I check the box. This is very important, Steve, if you haven't done this, so watch. Then all you do is save your ad. Okay, now that word is going to start to appear on the front page of Cool Tags. It's also going, especially if you're a founder, because by the way, founders' words show 100 to 1 times more than free members. And you can see, if you go to the upgrade button here, you can buy various words. You don't have to become a founder. Like you can start as low as $45, and that will give you this size word. It shows you what word you get. And those can get noticed. The only problem is after 10,000 displays, the word disappears. You got to buy it again. So I always like it when you can buy a word for life or buy something for life and you don't have to buy it again. Anyway, that's how you edit your word. So if you buy a word that you want to and you hook it up to a URL, the way you find it is go to edit tags. And by the way, you can find out how many times your word has been displayed. I put this up, I don't know, yesterday or the day before. This is not the biggest word. It's only a 50 to 1 rotation. So it's not the 100 to 1 rotation. It already has 624 displays. That's great. Now, when you see Cuddles the Pup, that we just put up, and it's going to have 10 to 1. That hasn't started yet. And this one I haven't put in. So, but here's one that has a 40 to 1 rotation and has 29,000, almost 30,000 hits. And if I go to some of my founder ones that I put in when we first launched was like 2 weeks ago. So here's one that has 284, this is the word entrepreneur, 284,888 displays. And it's unlimited because it's the biggest word, tycoon, which comes with the founding membership. And so it'll stay there and rotate and get displayed for forever. Here's one, mentor. When you see 0, that means that my word was displayed at 260,000 times, but then it's off the grid because a mentor, I don't know what that costs. You have to go back and look at upgrade, but that runs out. So once the displays are gone, that's limited. And if you have a free word, let's go back to the main front page. I gotta slide you guys over. Okay, let's go back here. I want to show you what happens if you have a free account. Now, a free account, you can keep your words running on the grid, but you need to log in every 24 hours, every day, and read 2 ads. So that's how free members keep their ads running. And you can see that each ad or each word that's on the front has a tagline with it. I will tell you how to earn money online. That's a free word, and you can tell because they're very small and they're very light. Here's something about sensors and 4 image processors. Now, these words will disappear after 24 hours. And what we do is to remind people by sending an email, and this is only to free members, or if you bought a smaller word like mentor or not apprentice, one that runs out, you will get a reminder email from us. And the reminder will say your ad was going to go off the grid because you didn't log in, and that's for free members. Or it will say it's going to go off the grid because you need to renew it. So those are what those emails are about. Okay, now let's go back in the members area. So no matter whether you're a tycoon, a founder, or an apprentice, you need to go to edit tags in order to get your word going on the grid. And then you can watch your displays as they come on in your stats. Now here, remember we're focusing on getting noticed. This is has become my favorite mailer. And as many of you know, Phil and I run a lot of mailing sites, but this one is the best yet. And here's the reason why. This is called tag mail. Okay. Now, if you're a founding member, you get to mail. It's a huge mailer. It's 575,000 members. So you're going to reach a new audience almost every day you mail, and it keeps growing. If you are a founding member, you go to send mail, and you can mail every 24 hours, every single day. So here's the really kicker that I love. Not only are you mailing to 9,500 people every day on this huge mailer, but we added something else in, and which you don't know about but I'm going to tell you what it is right now. We also add in every day that you're mailing to all of the members of CoolTag. So you are, in fact, like right now we have over 1,000 members of CoolTag, and it'll keep growing. Every day when you're mailing on the tag mailer, you are mailing to 9,500 of a list that we built in over 14 years, but you're also mailing to all of the members at CoolTag. So right now you're actually mailing to about 10,000 500 people every single day, and that's just going to grow because not only do our other lists grow, but this one is growing daily. This is, if you buy nothing else at Cool Tags, do not miss this mailer. Yes, it's part of the founding membership, but not everybody can afford a founding membership, but you can afford tag mail. And in order, I don't know if it's going to show in my, okay, it does. Everyone can afford this because even if you can't afford a founder, if you can go for $4.97 one time, you get to mail to all of these 10,500 people and growing. Okay, so suppose you can't, that's steep for you. You can go to a yearly membership and you won't be able to mail as often, but you are mailing to the tag people as well as 7,500 members every 3 days. If you can't afford that, then at least go for the yearly 97. This is a super mailer, guys. You are not going to find this anywhere on the net. And that's why I wanted a lot of you, which you did, to go in for the founding membership, because you get this mailer for life as a founder, and you get this, the big word, and you get the last way to get noticed, or the third way, not the last way, but the third way to get noticed at Cool Tags, which is you get as part of your founding membership what we call a light box ad. I love these ads because they look like a little banner, and then when you click on them, they expand and people can really see a whole banner kind of ad for you. And if I click on this, this is going to go through to somebody's here it is, Unleash Your Inner Entrepreneur. So that's going to go through to somebody's site. So you can, as part of your founding membership, you get one of these free. And so it costs you nothing. You can, as a free member, you are welcome to buy one of these. It's a one-time price of $49. That is so worth it, guys, to get your ad up here and to connect it to your own website is really important, and you want to do that. I want you to do something today. Get this into the back of your mind, to do something today that is going to get you noticed. What we wanted to do at Cool Tag is for people who could afford it and are seasoned marketers, yes, take the founding offer. It's one of the cheapest and the best we've made online. But if you're not up to that yet, do something to get noticed online. For $49 one time, you can get noticed here. And by the way, next week, people will be clicking on this to earn credits. Right now, your words are getting clicked on. Let me stop for a minute and go back here, because I was saying, even if nobody clicks through when your ad gets displayed on the front page, they are going to click through in order to earn credits. And in the members area, right on your home page, it says earn credits. And what that is it shows all of the words that people put up on the cloud tag, on the Cool Tag cloud. And you can earn, let's go to here, Facebook traffic. What is that? Okay, somebody is advertising Facebook traffic. Now, this actually gets a click-through because people want to earn credits. So you have to claim your credits once you do it. By the way, founders, you don't have to do that. You get 2 million credits with your founding sign-up, so you don't have to do this. But the rest of you, if you want, I'll show you what you're going to use your credits for in a minute. But the point is, people are going to want to earn credits, and they'll be able not only to click on these sites, these words, to earn credits, but you're going to get click-throughs, but they're going to be able to click on the Lightbox ads next week and the sponsor ads, which just came in. So let's just claim the credits. And you'll get between 5 and 20 credits on any one earning. And the way you find them is you go back home and you can see I had 2 million credits. I spent 10,000 of them, you'll see, on a sponsor ad. And so that's reduced. But if I want to earn them back, I can do that very easily. And next week, you'll be able to do it not just on the earn credits page, but here and here. So you guys are going to get a lot of click-throughs. So let me go back to my point. I want you, if you're haven't bought anything yet at Cool Tags, because it is inexpensive, I want you to take an action to get noticed today. That can be by the mailer, it can be by buying a cool tag, or if you're really pressed for money, and I know money is tight for a lot of people, buy a Lightbox ad, or for 15 bucks, guys, you can buy a sponsored ad, which gives you a whole text ad, which again, people are going to be clicking on. So here's somebody put up the same Facebook ad, and they're going to get clicks on their ads because people are going to want to earn credits. Don't forget, we have a lot of free members. They need to earn credits in order to get exposed on the net. So, and in order to, put their own ads up, they need to earn credits. So last thing we're going to talk about, then we're going to, in the members area, is just run through quickly the sidebar. The home says what your level is, how much commission you make. If you're a founder, you get 50%, and depending on your level, that goes down from there. You can earn 40%, 45%. It depends on what word you buy. And you'll find that founders offer here, but don't buy it here. If you're not a founder, you want a founder, buy it from, oh, Phil, you didn't put up the follow along. Oh, sorry. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to digress because I don't want you to spend more money than you need to. And the price goes up after today, guys. So if you want a founding membership, buy it here because it's $6.97 in the members area. And you can get it, but today is really the last day to get it at $5.97. And we just went over some of what you get. You get the biggest word on the cloud. You get the mail, the big mailer, the tag mailer, and you get to mail daily. And you get that lifetime. You get a free, oh, I forgot about this. We have a big mailer called FAD. You get a free upgrade to lifetime in our FAD mailer, which is 77,000 members. You get the Lightbox ad that I was talking about. You get 2 million ad credits. I'll show you where you use that in a minute. You get 5 million SoCals at SoCool. Those of you who are SoCool members know that that auto builds a list for you. And basically that's what you get. It's huge for $5.95, and it's one time. And if you can swing it, I really urge you to get the founding membership. If not, do something, take an action. That's how you get noticed online. You've got to take action. And you can do that for as little as $15 with this sponsor ad, or you can do it one time. No, sorry, the sponsor ads is buying impressions. So $15 buys you 10,000 impressions, but it gets you some nice exposure. Or you can buy a Lightbox ad, $49. That is one time. And you're going to get, as this site grows, and it is growing, you're going to get a lot of nice exposure there. Now, what do you use this 2 million credits for if you're a founder or if you earn credits? We have something called member links. That's just a simple, short subject line that clicks through to your link. And you buy it, in quotes, buy, because it's not going to cost you money. You buy it with your credits. I got to find out whose link this is that isn't working, but somebody's got to. By the way, whenever you put a link in, whether it's a member link or in your edit your Word or anywhere, Lightbox ads, you must put in the HTTP : // So that may be the problem. Let's say, okay, here's somebody promoting Blast for traffic, and that's fine. It goes right through. So whoever's doing that's the problem. They just put in www, must put in the HTTP in order to have it display correctly. Anyway, you go to members links and you can use your credits. You have to start out with at least 500 credits, but you can use those credits to buy a members link. So there are a lot of ways to get noticed on at CoolTags, and you need to start thinking how to get yourself noticed online, because it is critical. Certainly, advertising is one of the ways you do that. And you know, you'd be surprised. I join a lot of, my main thing is I use mailers. Any kind of mailers. I love to mail on lists. But most mailers, like most sites, let you put up certain things with your membership, like a banner ad, like a free ad like this member link, or a sponsor ad, or whatever. Always do at least one at whatever site you're in, which I do, because I get sign-ups to sites that I haven't promoted in 8-9 years, and it's simply because I put a banner up somewhere, or I put one of these square kind of banners up, or I just put a login ad in or something, and I look and a payment comes through. I said, oh my God, that was like years ago. So you need to get yourself noticed. As we started to as we started to talk about when we started the webinar. And really, we designed CoolTags because Phil and I feel that it is so critical to take some of the better things of advertising. My top one is this tag mail. If you don't buy a founding membership, for goodness sakes, buy. This is one of the best mailers we have. I love it. I'm getting a lot of response from this particular mailer. So those of you who are founders and can mail daily, or if you have a $4.97 platinum membership, be sure to go in there and actually mail daily. It's really important. It's a good responsive mailer. So that's number one that I think is really important. Certainly making, I don't know if this is a good word to use, but making a spectacle of yourself by buying the biggest word on the block is also really important. And that's what founders are doing, and that's what Tycoon members are doing. They are buying the biggest word on the block. And you have to remember, we promote this site all the time. So you're getting a lot of displays that way. Our affiliates all are promoting your words for you. So that is another way to get noticed. And of course, these light bulb ads are really beautiful. They're really, I like them a lot better than your average banner, because people look, they say, oh, they make money, and then they open up this, and this happens to be about a travel thing. So they're very generic. There are 10 of them you can pick from, but they're really very professionally done. So I like the way they open up and they look, and of course they click through to the link that you associate with them. By the way, you can get a custom one of these. I don't know if there is a custom one in here. There is one. I don't know if I'll get to. Oh, I missed it. I saw it for a second. It's not that one. It's a beautiful blue one. Somebody did a custom one, and well, anyway, we have a lot of them, as you can see. Oh, there it is, right? No, that's not it. Well, anyway, if you keep refreshing, eventually you're going to come to one that looks different, and that's, oh, do you have you put it in somewhere, Phil. I know where you can see it. No, I know where you can find it, guys. If you go to buy light box ads, I think Phil put it in here. Let's go down. Oh, here, mouse. So there it is. It's beautiful. Create your own really cool apps. This is also a one-time charge. I think it's $97. And we create it for you. We have a guy who does these beautiful ones of these. And you get it created and you can put that in. So that's what a one looks like that's customized. You can put whatever word you want on it, a particular customized one for you. So let's stop because I want to give you a chance to ask questions. I mean, this is all very familiar to me, but I know it's not to you. So just type your questions in the chat box. And Phil, have you found any questions, common questions? Because I'll be happy to answer them over the audio so that people can know what, we can share the answers. That's what I'm trying to say. Because I'm sure. By the way, if you contact us through support, we will add your question and answer if it's not already in the FAQ, which we have a lot of. If you go down here, if you go up here to the top, right here, we have a whole FAQ session. Of course, this will be a training tape now that will go into the members area, which a lot of people like to see things visually. But we do have a whole question and answer session here so that you can look at that if I haven't answered your questions. But Phil, what kind of questions are we getting? On cool tags, if any. Maybe I answered everybody's questions. But don't be shy. If you have any question about how this works, let's get them answered now, because chances are if you guys have questions, everybody else has the same question, or 90% of you have the same. Okay, somebody's asking about where you go to put banner ads in. At CoolTag, these are the banner ads that we're using. They're called Lightbox ads, so you don't even have to have your own banner. If you want to order your own banner, which will come out this size, and then when people mouse on it, it'll be that size, you go to Buy Lightbox Ads. Okay? So right here, Buy Lightbox Ads, you can buy one for $49. And what you do, or you can buy a custom one. If you want a custom one, you just check this thing, custom. And when you slide down, it'll give you the price. You pay for it, and you will get a little form that gives it, very simple. Fill out 3 lines about your URL. Give us the URL. What color do you like? That kind of thing. A little short form. And then we'll do it for you and get it to you so that you can put it up in the members area. Let's say you just want to spend $49 one time. Let's say you have a you're promoting a money-making site. Make easy money online from home. So you look at that. These are generic, by the way. So these are not specific to your site, but they should match up. Like if you're doing a health one, there's a health one. If you're doing PLR rights, there's one. Here's Make Money from Home. Okay, so let's say you want that one. You just check Make Money from Home. It'll say $49. You can buy it by Solid Plus Pay. You can buy it by credit card. And what will happen is once you buy it, you will go to Edit Lightbox Ads, and it will give you the information. See, I can select a Lightbox. I bought one, so you could see I can select the one because I just bought a generic one before we really started. I would just check that because I already paid for it. I would confirm my selection, so you will do the same thing. I put in a link, so let's say I want to link that to SoCool.com. I go save. No, sorry. I go in and make it active. Did I do that right? Yes. Okay. And that's all you do. All you're going to be asked for is to to pick your 1 of 10 light boxes, hook it to a light box ad banner, because that's really what it is. Put your URL in and make it active. That's it. That's the whole McGillit. Then it will start to appear up here in rotation. And these rotate all equally. Unlike the cool tag words on the main page on the cloud, which rotate according to your membership level. So it starts out at free members rotate 1 to 1, and founders rotate 100 to 1, and everywhere in between. But these rotate 1 to 1, so everybody gets seen equally. There's the custom one, which is very specific to this site. So that's the $97 banner. I'm going to call it a banner because people aren't used to the word Lightbox ad yet, but you'll get used to it. Or you can just take a generic one and buy it for $49. So that's where you do that. Okay, what other questions do we have, Phil? We have about 10 minutes, so don't be shy. Get your questions answered. I think if you do the custom one, you're going to get a code. Is that right? Okay. The question was, guys, so you all know, will we be able to use the Lightbox on other sites? The answer is yes and no. If you buy the $49 one, that's only going to appear on Cool Tags. And it appears, by the way, it's not just in the members area. Let's go to the main site for a minute, because I want you to see the kind of exposure you get for $49 is really amazing. Okay, you see this? New Lightbox ads. Everybody's Lightbox ads are up there. So now we have 4 pages. These all get rotated around. And so you're not only do you get seen with your Lightbox ad in the members area, but it does get seen on the main site and all affiliate sites. And just like new tags do, by the way, so that when people add a tag, they get seen here. A lot of exposure for not a whole lot of money. That's why I like this site. It has a lot of parts that are affordable for everybody. And then, of course, you know, if you can swing it, you're going to get, and let me just go over that if I can find Phil's link. Oh, Phil, I can't get to Yahoo. So where else can I go to try to, oh, I see it. Okay. I don't have to go to Yahoo. Oh, guys, if you want to see somebody who's technically challenged, that's me. Okay. I'm going to show you that in just a minute. Somebody wants to know how to buy a keyword. I'm going to log into my account and buy a keyword. Okay. I just want to show you the 2 things that we're offering today, because I don't want those of you who are understanding what we're getting at here to miss this, because I can't hold this founding membership at $5.97. We always try to make a founding membership low when we open a site, because for the first 2 weeks all sorts of things go wrong, and you know, so we're still working out some bugs and stuff, but we can't leave this price here. So this price, the one-time offer, is going to go up, and so is the main founding membership. And again, with this, you're going to get the biggest word on the cloud. I'll show you where to buy that in a minute, or any word, small or big. You're going to get the mail daily, which we talked about, to this huge mailer, plus you're mailing to all the Cool Tag members who join. So those are very recent people. That's really a good mail. You're going to get a free upgrade in another one of our mailers where you can mail every 3 days, 77,000 members, huge mailer. You get one of the Lightbox ads. You get 2 million ad credits, so you can run your member ads forever with 2 million credits. You're going to get 5 million credits. It's so cool. That's a really good deal. And I'm going to remind you that we're offering 5 million credits. This does not come with the mailer usually. We're going to give you 5 million credits, even if, at So Cool, even if you buy just the annual one. So if you can't swing Founder, swing the mailer. Buy the mailer. It's really, really critical. Now, let me show you where to go in the members area. Okay, buy a tag. Okay, now here's where you need to choose carefully. Okay, because there are 10 levels. Founder is one, and it's not here because that's a separate purchase. But you can start with a word, and it's called Apprentice level for $45, and that gives you 10,000 displays. It shows you the color and not the color, you can choose your color. It shows you the size of the word you get when you pay the $45. Or you could go to the next level, which is called Manager. In order to buy it, all you do is, let's say we're buying Manager, is to click the Manager level. It just gives you 50,000 displays, so it tells you how many displays you'll get. It shows you the word size, which we call it 30. That's just for our benefit. And it shows you the size. You can see this one, Facebook traffic is bigger than resources. Now, here's why I want you to be careful. This site is getting a lot of activity. So that means your displays get used up very quickly. Those of you who came in the beginning, you got a lot of extra displays if you bought your Apprentice word or Manager word. But believe me, 50,000 displays is going to go very fast because, let me just take you back to the tag stats that I have, and you will see that many of my sites have, here's one for 29,000, 61,000, 112,000. These are unlimited words, meaning they're never going to expire. But here's one that had 256,000, and that's because we weren't really watching it in the beginning. But if this is a Manager word and it has 50,000 displays, at 50,000, this is going to stop, and it's going to say 0 here. So you want to choose where you want to be. There are, let's go back to buy tags. There are 4 levels, founding being one, where you get unlimited. The word never disappears. And by the way, you can edit your word. You can change it. You can change your URL. The top 3 levels, Tycoon, which gives you the big word, just like Founder, is $4.95, and it's unlimited, and you can choose any color and any word, and this is the size you get. Superstar is just a little bit smaller. Unlimited, you buy it once, you never have to worry about it expiring. You can edit it at any time. Champion is unlimited. That's $3.55. One lifetime. That's it. You never have to worry about it, and you can edit it. Here's where it gets tricky, because here, level Master, you get 500,000 displays. That's a lot, but it will at some point run out. Same thing. All of the ones below Master are limited. So think about what you want to achieve. And of course, you need to be able to afford it. Nobody should be spending money that they're really, really stretching to do, because that's not where you want to be. So if you can afford $45.90, give it a try and see what happens. Your best deal, I'm going to say it again, is that founding membership that's on the follow along link. But you can, if you can, let's say you could swing $3.55 one time. That's a one-time payment. You get a pretty nice looking size link. You can choose any color. You can still edit it, but it doesn't expire. So these last 3 plus your Founder level are where you want to be. To buy it is simple. You just choose it. You get to select your color. So let's say you're going to select red. It'll tell you how much you pay. I'm not going to actually buy it, but if you click Pay Now, It's going to click over and it'll say one-time payment. You fill in your credit card stuff or your solid trust pay if you want to pay that way. And that's it. Over and done. You have that word forever. And don't forget, this is not a word that's already appearing. This is a word you get to choose, you know, whether it's, if it's already in use, you can't use it. But assuming nobody has the word yet, you certainly can use that word. And there's so many words that you could just, you know, make up that will fit your site. And you can edit that word whenever you want to. So it's that place and that size and that color, which you can also edit the color, will be yours for life. And you can do a lot of playing around with it. You can change the message. Let me just show you. Not sure I spent really any time on the fact that you get to put in a message that is designed to egg people on to clicking through. So this is all in the edit area where you get to put this in. So here's Real Big Bang. This says giving away 5,000 free positions right now. I have to tell you that that message got me to actually click through, and I actually signed up, right? Because I like that. We're giving away 5,000 free positions. I want to find out what that is. So your message is very important, and that I think is that 35 characters, Phil? Your word is only 12 characters, but your message can be longer. Here's one that says play games, earn money, chance to win prizes daily. And it's attached to the word opportunity. I like that one too. So your message, that one's having a hard time coming up. But I think I've seen this one, so yeah, it does come up. Okay, your message is important because depending on what you say, so let's go back to where you put your message in. Let me log in. Your message is important. You want to give it some thought. Now, you can edit it, so you don't have to give it too much thought. Don't get crazy. But where you'll find your message is here. So let's say here's targeted depot. That's an unlimited word. So there's my word here. Right here, it will give you a place for your word description. Mail to over 26,000 weekly, no credits to earn. So that's my message attached to this word. I put my URL in, always, always, always put http://. This goes for anything, whether you're buying a Lightbox ad, a sponsor ad, whatever it is, put your http://. Otherwise, it's not going to show. So that doesn't do you any good. See, you can edit your word. You can edit your message. You can edit your URL. You can edit your color. Whatever you want to do, you can edit. So if you buy something for life, whether it's a founder or a tycoon or a champion, you are in a very nice position. If something's not working for you, change it. Go in and try something else. So very good position to be in and to get noticed. Okay, we'll take a few more questions and then we're going to have to wrap it up because Phil looks hungry. He says he is. Okay, is there another question? Oh, we're done with all the questions. Okay, good, guys. You can always go to the support desk. Somewhere on here it says support desk. If you think of something after the webinar, just go here and contact us through support. We're very good and very fast at answering our support questions, and we're always happy to answer any question you have about CoolTags or any other site that we own, or anything about marketing that concerns you, or if you want information about what you should do with a particular site, we'll try to steer you in the right direction. Anyway, I want to thank all of you for spending some time with us on Saturday. We're going to wrap it up We did record this. I'm going to stop the recording